Which one of us is going to be the next to get choked out backstage? I hope it's me. Welcome, everybody. It is that time of week again for our Cream of the Crop podcast. We are recording on 9/10. We have missed a week, as you can tell. I had some vacation stuff lined up, and so we are back officially this week and running strong. A lot to cover today. Although my intro or my list I gave you is very low detailed, there is a lot to cover. Starting with This Week in Geek, and I figured we would obviously start with the CM Punk sized elephant in the room. If you haven't, I don't know, paid attention to the internet and wrestling world for 2 weeks, CM Punk has been fired from AEW. Some people are happy about that. Some people are upset about that, and we're going to talk about that. I'm going to be the CM Punk mark tonight, so bear with me on that.
Even though
and as a
somebody else is
Virginia
wearing
native,
the CM Punk shirt. Yeah.
yeah.
I guess
Oh
that's true,
no,
yeah.
I'm
Don't let
I'm
it fool
impartial.
you.
I
Yeah.
am the CM Punk shirt wearing Virginia native. So let's go, Hackman.
So
He has done nothing wrong.
The story as it is there was a backstage altercation between Jack Perry, aka Jungle Boy, aka Couldn't Give a Shit If I Tried, and CM Punk in regards to a glass bit of some sort that Perry wanted to do. CM Punk didn't think was a good idea. I believe it was cleared by the management.
Yes.
And Perry made a shot at him during. God, who was even wrestling? I'm awful. I just couldn't give a shit about Jack Perry.
This was the 0 hour of All In. So before this was broadcasted live to their YouTube channel. This was All In. He was facing Hook for the FCW championship. Right. And they were doing a spot on a UK limousine.
Gotcha. Lot of contradicting reports. I've seen stuff, especially when it first came out, that Perry was the aggressor and CM Punk choked him out, and then it turned into Perry got in his face, and then CM Punk retaliated physically. I don't think we'll truly know what happened backstage that night. I don't think it'll ever really come out.
We just know people feared for their lives.
Yeah, we just know.
We know people fear for their lives.
One specific owner was very scared that CM Punk was going to wreck his shit.
And Joe was peacekeeping the entire thing.
Isn't that's just weird to say?
No, it's not.
Like Samoa Joe being the peacekeeper of anything.
Which is funny because his last job in WWE was the peacekeeper of NXT.
I guess that's true.
And then had flashbacks.
Yeah, but so he has been fired. He was suspended and then he was fired. Jack Perry is still currently suspended.
He's fired with cause.
I believe the Elite are already kind of making fun of the situation, which I find super unprofessional. But that's kind of their bit.
But honestly, this whole thing has been a bunch of people being unprofessional, which is funny because everyone likes to say, because there's this theory going around that the Elite and Jack Perry conspired to get CM Punk fired. But in this whole grand scheme of CM Punk being in AEW, CM Punk has been the main problem in all of the situation. I get that it started with Hangman. No, let me explain. Because it started with Hangman making an offhanded remark in a promo. And I get that it should have ended right there. They should have went to the back. CM Punk should have said, hey, I didn't get anybody fired. You can go check the roster. Go with Tony. And they could have squashed it right there. But after he said that, Hangman had never said anything else about him. Has never said anything publicly in an interview, in a promo, nothing. He has never mentioned CM Punk's name. But CM Punk, months later after returning, because I believe he got injured after that match. No, he got injured the week after, winning the AEW World title. After coming back from that injury, still made a point to call out Hangman Adam Page during his feud with Jon Moxley, knowing that Hangman was not in the building and he would not accept that challenge. That is CM Punk being a child, because the whole thing is dead and buried and no one even knew about the situation. So he called him out on live television. And then you have Brawl Out. This is again CM Punk calling out the EVPs of the company in front of the owner of the company for no other reason. And it's not like this was brought up to him. He came into that media scrum looking to start shit. Because he wanted to talk shit to supposed Colt Cabana friend who they weren't even friends anymore, which he even joked about, like, oh man, if y'all weren't friends, this would have ruined my spot. So he came mentally prepared to say this shit. Which the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega should have never entered the locker room. No. They should have let him cool off and then talk to him about the bullshit. That's where the Young Bucks and Kenny fucked up, that part. But other than that, everyone else, honestly, Hangman has been the most mature. What was that?
The BTE skit with Hangman.
Yeah, but it's being the elite. Their whole thing is just taking shots at everybody.
Right, I'm just saying.
So it's like, the comedy skit on YouTube is what? Cool. It's a nice little joke. And they made fun of when they came back and did the fucking bullshit buckshot lariat and the bite spot. But they were in Chicago. They were playing up for the... Yeah, they were playing up the fucking... the CM Punk bullshit because they knew they would get booed out the fucking building. But after that, they stopped. They kept it either in ring and never talked about him in an interview or nothing. When his name was brought up, they left it alone.
So yeah, again, it's still perceived as a shot though.
Yeah, but it's like, was CM Punk not taking shots?
So
because he called there's the counterfeit Bucks line.
So I had a problem with that until I remembered that their first night back from being suspended was all three of those spots in one match with the failed slingshot. And then he just kind of sat there and milked it for a minute. And then the bite spot. And then the pose with the go to sleep.
No, because he does. No, Kenny does the go to sleep. He fully commits to the GTS.
How often? But no, also
did it
do this
again. But this was the only reason I give it a pass is because they were in Chicago. They already knew what the crowd would be like.
Sure.
And given the fact that they were being booed out of the fucking building with CM Punk chants and fuck the elite, they were playing heel. They healed it up.
Which is fine to a point, but when you're sitting here and it's like, well, he came back and did this. Yeah, right, but they did this. And obviously there was no communication between both parties. No, so it's not like they were like, hey, we're going to fuck with this. You know, if it was if it was eventually going to lead to them basically printing money for a match, I would have been like, oh, this makes a lot of sense. Come back, do this, yada, yada, yada. But they didn't take that approach. And then they went the childish approach, which is why, because there was so much time. No, I agree. But that's why, so like I had an issue with Punk, and then I went, oh, it makes sense why he did it. It's still stupid. The whole counterfeit Bucks line. I understood why he did it, but it was still stupid and childish. Like there was no reason for this to prolong. It's been a year now. Now you come back and it's been like immediate.
But right again, if you follow the timeline of it, it's always CM. It was CM Punk taking the first shot at the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega because they weren't involved with the Hangman thing. He just assumed. This all stems from CM Punk assuming that the elite were spreading rumors, which were never confirmed that it was them.
Well,
actually, like news outlets were saying it wasn't the elite. Well,
think of the news outlet, right? So the news outlet in question was Meltzer and Alvarez, who are known skills.
Meltzer is very reputable. Okay,
but it was multiple outlets. It was like we never heard anything from the Bucks and from anything from the elite themselves. But
see, I don't think they'd be stupid to be caught doing it though. I think that's my thing is where CM Punk doesn't give a shit if you catch him with the gun. Well, he's gonna go with it.
They
Yeah.
just had a
But then he
Sean Ross
did the whole
Sapp had a
scattershot.
report.
Yeah.
But but CM Punk was blaming everybody at that point. He was first. It was Hangman. Then it was the Elite. Then it was John Moxley. Then it was Chris Jericho. How many people did he just name dropped that are just high up there?
Yeah.
Basically, he had a problem. By the time Brawl Out happened, he had an issue with fucking the entire top of the roster.
I kind of have an issue with a lot.
But I'm just saying, like,
Besides, I'd say
none
like
of that
Moxley
shit-
maybe, but you
none
know.
of that shit started. None of that shit really started until he got there. And then with Jack Perry,
Well,
it's like
that
even
specific shit.
yeah,
didn't start.
but
Let's not
even
pretend that nobody's had issues backstage at
Yeah.
AEW
no,
before.
you know, it's playing. It's a fucking wrestling. It's fucking wrestling. No one's
It
gonna get.
is.
It's any job.
Yeah, but Tony needs to put his foot down.
No,
Like,
because the
that's-
first time we heard about problems with AEW in a big thing was Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker,
right.
and they
plus
had a fucking problem,
Andrade
and they
and
still
Sammy.
wrestled. No, I'm just saying the biggest one was
No, I'm just
Britt
saying, but
and Thunder.
it's how many stories now of backstage altercation /
Yeah.
problems / things, and it's like,
But I think Britt and Thunder is the most reasonable one because guess what? Even though it was reported they didn't like each other and came to blows, they fucking worked. They fucking
Right.
got in the ring and still worked together, and they just didn't talk after that.
right.
Which is fucking reasonable. If you don't like them, fuck it, cool.
But that's how it
But they
should be.
still
Like,
get
if you guys
business.
don't get along
Still a
and
job.
you guys have shit to do,
Yeah.
yeah, do your shit. Like, you know,
They should have learned from the
th-
fucking women and said, "Fuck
think
it,
of-
cool, whatever."
think of the most visceral to in the last 30 years. You think Brett and Sean, two guys who ended up hating each other and worked fantastically together.
Yeah.
Because they still, at the end of the day, while hating each other, trusted each other.
Enough, yeah.
In the
Unlike
ring
Goldberg, because
to-
fuck Goldberg.
Yeah.
Sorry. Brett was in my
Wherever
ear.
Brett is right now is saying something terrible about what a piece of shit
Fucking
Bill
go, man.
Goldberg
He
is.
didn't
Yeah.
do that super kick right.
Fucking
And it's
Goldberg.
never just Goldberg; it's always Bill Goldberg.
Yeah.
It's never.
Don't give him no
Gotta
fucking
gotta use the government. No,
But yeah,
I
no.
mean, and I kind of said this to you all is that CM Punk part of the issue. It has an ego issue, although I understand why he has the ego he has. I do get it to a degree. Not making an excuse for it, but I understand where it delves from. The elites, also a huge part of the issue in that company. Bucks, an awful issue in that company because it's a daddy's money situation where those guys just do whatever the fuck they want, but are really quick to bitch and moan when somebody gives them the same shit they dish out. I don't have an issue with Kenny Omega. He seems, from everything that I've seen of it, he's able to admit when he's wrong. And I even saw stuff where, you know, he had commented that he would work with Punk and he would, you know, was very, I guess, I don't want to use mature, but was very, you know, kind of that Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, where it's, he may not like him, but he'll work with him.
Yeah.
You know, so I respect that. Hangman Page, I don't like Hangman Page. And that's just in ring, out ring. I just don't think, kind of the same issue with the Bucks, where he can dish it, but he cannot take it. And yes, as much as Punk is an issue, you can't bitch and moan when you're doing the same shit and you're just mad because somebody else is doing it, and in my opinion, kind of better at it. You know, now the Jack Perry thing, I don't know much about Jack Perry. Other than the Jungle Boy stint, you know, you all know I'm not the biggest AEW guy. Slowly getting there, but you know,
He'll never be Dylan.
No, okay. But no, the whole thing with Jack Perry is it shouldn't matter what the fuck CM Punk says. Because the more I hear this story,
why
it's
did they?
why does this matter? Why does it matter if it's coming from CM Punk? I get because
why did they bring it to Punk to have that conversation?
I think that's the thing. I feel like the word got back to Punk, and then that's when he started talking shit about it.
Well, because from what everybody was saying, a bunch of people, like somebody from whoever told him no, because I think like Tony Schiavone told him no.
It was basically
somebody
a
else
bunch
told
of
him
people
no.
who weren't no. Okay.
And then they were like, "Hey, Punk, could you have this conversation with him because he wants to do this?" And we told him it's not a good idea and he still wants to do it. So then Punk then had that conversation to be like, hey, it's not a good spot, whatever, like, don't use real glass. And then it blew up into this thing, which the report came out weeks after the whole thing happened. And then
Yeah.
I don't
But
like that's the part where I don't understand. So why did it take 3 weeks for that report to come out and then it become a thing after the fact? Like it wasn't a thing for 3 weeks and then it became a thing and then it was like oh look, CM Punk had another problem with somebody backstage when it just sounded like, hey man, probably shouldn't do that. It's not a
yeah,
good
no,
idea. You could get yourself fucked up. And then it was like, well, he got the clearance anyway because they allow people to do whatever the fuck they want at times, which I agree and disagree with to an extent.
It's because of John Moxley.
Right.
Because there's a new set of rules in AEW where certain spots have to get passed through management.
Right.
And this is my problem with it. Because that spot was never cleared. The original spot with glass was never cleared.
Right, the injury angle spot that he wanted to do because he was going on vacation.
Yeah, he was going on vacation for a week, which was the fucking spot was unnecessary.
Yeah, so you're going on vacation for a week. Why do you need an injury spot like that?
I get where CM Punk is coming from. Cool, everyone's saying,
right,
hey, don't do a spot. It's fucking dangerous. It's too stupid just for a week vacation.
Right.
What pisses me off is the added extraness of it. Oh, we don't do that on Saturdays. Go do that shit on Wednesdays. Again, throwing shots at the Young Bucks and the Elite. It was unnecessary.
That's not even the Elite at that point. That's more of a Moxley thing.
But no, because at that point, you know exactly who that's targeted.
Sure.
If it's coming from CM Punk, you know who that's targeted at. But whatever. It's not unless it comes out that CM Punk was in charge of the entire creative of Collision, which I fucking highly doubt, but whatever, it shouldn't have never came out his mouth. Management should have said, hey, we're not letting you do a spot. That should have been the end of it.
Yeah.
I don't know why
back to the management has no control over this fucking locker room.
No, but this goes back to something that CM Punk has constantly done. This is not even an AEW thing. This has been something he's done in WWE as well.
Okay,
make himself.
Hold on now.
Try to make himself a locker room leader.
Yeah,
and try to talk to people when it's not his fucking job to. That is him going out of his way to talk to people.
Yeah, but somebody still put him in that spot and was like, "Hey,
if he put himself in that spot thinking, "Oh, I should talk to everybody," then that's on him. For Jack Perry to respond the way he did, that's all right. You want to talk to me like I'm some little boy? Cry me a river.
But see, but at the same time, you can't.
Management still passed it.
I don't think that's a fair analysis of that, because that's been something that's gone on in wrestling for.
Locker room leaders, yeah. If everyone respects him, but
because they're a lot of these guys are self-appointed. You think? I mean, look at Bubba Ray used to do that shit in WWE too. Yeah, you know, he's a veteran. That makes sense. If you respect him,
that's cool. No, but even if you don't, if it's not earned, they won't follow.
I think CM Punk has well earned everybody. That guy's a workhorse. At the end of the day, the guy's a workhorse, and he tries to be as safe as possible.
You can be a workhorse, but still not be respected behind the scenes.
But my thing is, I don't think anything he'd have done. That a lot of that locker room went out of their way to not give any respect to anything. And in all fairness, a lot of those guys don't have a leg to stand on when it comes to a career that, you know, like who the fuck is Jack Perry? Besides
that shouldn't matter though.
I get
whether or not Jack Perry has been there for a while is a mute point. Basically, CM Punk came in, big dick swinging, and tried to talk down to everybody, and now he's trying to run shit. I would have a chip on my shoulder about the situation too. I can get exactly where Jack Perry's coming from.
I can get it to a point.
His discretion was like, all right, cool. I get you've been in here longer than me, but management said no. That's all I need to hear. And then management cleared it for another spot. So of course he took that time to call him out for it,
which was unnecessary.
I admit it. What Jack Perry did was unnecessary, and he deserves his suspension for it because that's going into business for yourself.
Yep.
But this should have never been a thing because CM Punk should have never had to approach Jack Perry in the first place. It should have been the management says yes or no. So that's a management issue. That's my problem.
Well, I mean, ultimately, all of this is a management issue, right? So again, Tony needs to step in. And you doing all right over there?
Talking to me or
Yeah.
I just
it's my
sorry.
fucking chair.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the fucking chair.
It was the second time while I was talking, and I was like, "All right, I'm just gonna fuck with you now." But no, I mean, how many things have happened that should have been prevented and nipped in the bud, you know, a year ago, a year and a half ago. That first instance of, you know, Hangman going into business for himself and making that comment and all that stuff, pull them aside and be like, no,
Well, which
we're
is
not
crazy
doing
because
yeah.
no one would have no the funny part is no one knew about it. Like when that promo went off, no one fucking knew what he was talking about.
right. All the
Like-
more reason for it to be stupidly inserted into a promo when you're kind of throwing behind the scenes digs that nobody's picking up
But
on.
no one picked up and everyone moved on. It was CM Punk who brought it to the limelight. Because
Right.
no one would have
And if he
cared
would have
about that random
communicated,
thrown in line.
if he did or didn't communicate, which from all accounts of what it sounded like even in the WWE days, he did not do a great job at communicating. So again, if he communicated, great, let's take care of this, let's do this, whatever. Everything happened at Brawl Out. Tony sitting right next to him did nothing to control the situation. Nothing. Let him blow a fucking gasket, walked away. Now, Tony had to stay there. He had all the rest of the... Because I think Punk
The
was...
rest of the media scrum.
Yeah, Punk was
no,
like the
Punk was
first one.
first.
Yeah,
Punk was first out the gate.
which was a mistake.
It was Punk, then Jericho, because Jericho was the one who told Tony about it during the media scrum.
I don't know.
And still, Punk
Back
threw
and go, guys,
threw
let's
the
not
first
do
punch.
this. Right.
Let's
no,
not forget.
and I understand the firing. Yes, he shouldn't have put his hands on him, and I stand
No,
by
I'm
that.
talking about with Brawl Out.
Oh,
with the
okay,
Elite.
sorry, yeah.
He threw the first punch because the story was, oh, the Elite kicked in the door. Then 2 weeks later, oh, they just barged in. There's like, if they barged in, why the hell would they bring the legal team with them? The head of legal for AEW with them. They didn't do that. They just came in to say, what the fuck? And then CM Punk felt threatening, threw a fucking punch.
Right. It's still childish on all accounts.
Yeah, it should have
Like,
never. They should have let him cool down and then pulled him into a fucking office and said, "Hey, let's talk about this shit."
Right. And
Tell
then
him
there
to
was a
apologize
supposed
and keep it
meeting
moving.
that he was trying to set up, and then Tony went, "Oh, do you guys want to do this meeting?"
And
Like,
the
bro,
Elite
you're the
said no.
boss. Like, if
We're
if
doing
you
this
go,
meeting.
hey,
No. As the EVPs, they have the right to say no.
sure,
But
then
their
that makes
ruling
them the
was
problem.
no.
But
Because
if
their
you-
ruling was, hey, if Punk can make it 6 months without causing no troubles with anybody, cool, we'll hear him out. First thing he does is the fucking counterfeit butts bullshit.
right.
And then
But
it just kept going. It just
again,
every
their
time
first
they
night
were
back was
letting
the
him.
same thing, though.
Yeah,
Like,
but no. Give them the only reason I give them the benefit because it was a wrestling angle. But
there was no angle, though. That's the
I
problem.
get it. It was them healing up in Chicago.
Sure, but there's
Everything's
so
an
many ways
angle
to
if you
do
want it to be.
Yeah, but,
they were already going to be heels in Chicago.
yeah.
From
So
the
might
fight,
as well fucking
so you
play it
didn't
up.
have to do the extra unnecessary.
That is literally
shit
what the
like
Elite
that.
do is play up bullshit.
Right, but then they go, "Oh, I can't believe somebody got mad." Like, no,
Yeah,
Oh no,
I mean, it's like what I'm
they
saying.
fully,
Is you can't
no,
you
they
can't
fully
dish it
expected
and then
them to
not
get
take
mad.
it.
They
Right.
fully expected everybody to get mad, but it's like, cool.
But then
whatever.
don't play the victim when shit
Yeah,
blows up
no.
in your face. Like that's that's silly to me because then it's just, oh man, I provoked the shit out of this, and then oh my
'Cause
god,
then
they
it's the
reacted
counterfeit
in a
butts
way.
thing.
Yeah,
And then again with
the
Hangman,
Hangman thing.
Oh no,
randomly
the
the
consequences of my own actions.
No, but
But
the
it feels like
Hangman
you
thing
need-
was stupid. But he
Yeah.
apparently went and like reached out and apologized or whatever.
It's
Okay,
like, cool, you want to constantly reach out and say, oh, let's talk. You're like, no. Because it seems
But-
like every time everybody's ready to let the shit go, you bring it back up. So it's like, cool, we don't want to
Well,
talk to you.
to be fair, he was gone because of injury, so it's
Yeah.
not like he came
he was
back and then a
he was
year later.
Honestly, he was suspended and hurt at the same time. It was
Right.
kinda
So he was
convenient.
suspended. I don't know how long the suspension would have been had he not been hurt. You know,
What, 3
nobody
months?
can obviously. Yeah, it probably would have been a couple extra time
Because
than the
he was
Bucks
out for
got.
almost a no, was it?
He was
Wasn't
out
even
for like
almost a
8
year.
months, 9 months,
Yeah,
8 or 9 months, give or
yeah,
take.
because he comes back with the fucking title, and that even that is a dig at the fucking elite.
Uh,
No, because if you take the belt and you spray paint the X, what letter did he spray paint over in
well, I mean,
AEW?
sure, but it was also in the middle. So where's he gonna do it?
But you can literally
otherwise?
make another title design. This feels more like a small dig at them.
Well,
Like
now
I'm
if
taking out
if
the
we're gonna
elite and
play
all
if we're
elite.
gonna play conspiracy theories, then we have to buy into the conspiracy theory that they were setting him up to get
You can
fired.
just say my
Yeah.
conspiracy.
No,
Mine,
it's been all over the internet
yeah,
that
no,
people
no,
were like, yeah.
that's where it all stems
And
from.
I do feel
This is
like
what these two
certain,
have had to deal with for the last 2 weeks. Is me just
yeah.
spewing this consistent bullshit that the elite set him up.
For me,
No,
I
because
can
I can
see
get
parts
why.
of it. I can see parts of it going, why would they put him in a position to be the guy that goes, hey, don't do that?
It's just
Right?
all of
Like
it's too convenient for me.
No, they
it
let him
does,
hang himself. They
right?
literally just said, "Watch, he'll
But
fucking blow up again." So let's just kick back and
and I
watch this
do think
fucking
to a
fireworks.
point they were like, yeah, fuck him. You know, like they probably fueled that, like, yeah, Jack, man, fuck him. Like, do your spot. You know, blah blah blah. Fuck Punk. Like da da.
No, I
Yeah.
feel like
And then it's
the ignoring part and not reaching out is what they were is their whole watch. If we just keep ignoring him, he's gonna get more heated about it and keep doing bullshit.
right, but that's stupid too.
It's stupid, but it worked
Because you right, but ultimately they got what they wanted.
if it's planned.
That's why they do. That's why they did the victory
If it's
lap after the
planned.
commercials, after
Yeah,
the
oh yeah,
show went off the
okay.
air.
I'm honestly, I would have done it too. I'm
Sure,
not even gonna hold you.
I can
would've been a fucking
I
victory
can
lap.
appreciate pettiness in anybody, but it's not a good look when the EVPs are doing a victory lap because the guy they wanted to get fired got fired.
Yeah.
That and what the fuck was I gonna say? The fucking traveling situation.
Oh yeah,
The travel the guy in
that,
charge of like helping people with their travel just so
I
happened
mean,
to
he
be like
did kick
a,
off the talent relations guy from his fucking show. So that was
but that talent relations guy was apparently like one of the people that
he broke up.
was in
Christopher
the
Daniels broke up the fight at Brawl
right.
Out, and he's fucking pissed about it. Like,
Yeah, it's weird.
so again, kind of funny. You
That whole
pissed off the talent
situation was
relations guy, and now you
but the
can't find a fucking decent ride when you get to fucking London.
yeah, but that's again, we're talking unprofessional. There's people in positions where your job is literally, hey, we're gonna help guys fucking travel, and then all of a sudden,
Can't help this one.
Yeah, it was only Punk too.
I still think
That shit's crazy.
we mentioned Punk pettiness. I still think the funniest pettiness is, and I get this guy's shit every now and then, was Ryback. I guess shortly after the firing, did like a video of like hey, just a reminder how much of a piece of shit CM Punk is, and he like talked about the injury spot that Punk goes on about where he threw him off the stage and I guess
yeah.
missed or something. Like he went into like a fucking PowerPoint detail. It's like, dude, let it go. Like, you know, like there was a
he's
few other
another one
reasons
back
you were gonna
there.
get fired, bro. It wasn't just him.
Yeah, Ryback's a fucking dumb fuck, and get that man off Twitter.
No, I still think this situation, the best thing I saw on it was Mark Henry. Where, you know, and not really like picking a side, but more of just like, okay, if this guy was the issue, good, then that means from here on out, things are going to be better. You know, because we like to blame this guy that he's the reason that everything is this, that, and the other. We have gotten rid of him. So it should just be.
You could hear in the way he said it that he was being facetious.
Yeah,
well, yeah, but at the same point, it's like, I
you
mean,
still
he's
had-
right. Like, we will
'Cause
find
you still
out.
have stuff like Sammy.
Right.
Eh.
I mean, I do find it funny that Andrade was trying to get himself fired and then couldn't get himself fired, and Punk got fired for well, you
But
know,
if-
I guess
but you
when
could
Andrade
tell-
slapped Sammy, Tony
he
didn't fear for his life.
Well, he never slapped him. He pie faced him. He just shoved him.
Yeah, that's the funny point of what part was the actual fireable. If it was him choking Jack Perry out, because he didn't seem to give a shit about that. It was because he was scared. Fuck that guy.
Because
Well, 'cause they apparently-
throwing monitors.
Yeah, so apparently he also lunged at Tony. Now I don't know how true that is either.
Because I've also seen where he lunged and said he quit.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So
This is where it gets muddy. Did he actually fire CM Punk, or did CM Punk quit?
and he's
to
gonna
avoid
use it as I
Yeah.
fired him, you know. And it's
Yeah,
like,
you can.
did
Oh,
you?
you can't quit. I fire you and do it with calls, so he doesn't have to get paid.
Yeah.
Because that could actually, but from a financial standpoint, I can see trying to fire him with calls would make the most sense, because at that point, whatever is remaining on his contract, he doesn't get that money.
Yeah.
Royalties, anything, nothing.
I will
and
say this:
then-
Jack Perry wouldn't have made it in WWF. Absolutely wouldn't have.
Yeah.
But I think Bully Ray said something to that same, like, that pretty much quote unquote saying Jack Perry would have got the shit knocked out of him in locker rooms back then.
But then the
Um,
whole making people either reverse their shirts or change their shirts, so that otherwise they're not permitted in the building.
Yeah.
If
I think they
wear
weren't
one
trying to
fair.
kick people out. They probably would have just gave people like black AEW shirts or something.
No, there were people that were there
They
that
told
confirmed,
people to switch out their shirts.
or they wouldn't be allowed in the building.
Okay.
I'll be getting a refund then.
Because there were
but
people,
at
like
that point,
actual
you would've
people
known.
that went that, yeah.
Yeah, but you would have. That's being in tech. That's just being like that guy. I get that it's in Chicago, but it's like he
But
was.
also, they
he
had
was
one
fired,
day
so
to
everyone
know.
know.
Right.
But that's
the
still
day
that's still
before.
enough.
Because then I
to
saw
buy-
people that were like,
to buy a
"Oh, well,
shirt.
then why'd they go to the show?" And it's like, bro, you have one day
You
to
bought
get to the
tickets.
tickets. Like, yeah, what the fuck is wrong?
Yeah.
No, just
Well-
buy it. Just the simple thing is like just buy a shirt. Just buy a new shirt.
Nah. It's just it's
You
expensive.
can, and I'm not even saying like an AEW shirt. Just buy a black T-shirt at fucking.
I shouldn't
21,
have to though.
whatever
That's the
21
thing.
is.
Is like, okay, live with your decision then. Don't sit there and like.
Just didn't want to
Although
show.
they
it.
let
if you're
somebody
gonna
in.
fucking do it, but stand by your bullshit. Don't sit
No,
there and go,
because it's like
oh,
saying,
no,
I
this
should be able to
is...
go to a Chris. I should be able to go to a WWE show with a Chris Benoit shirt. Like, no, the guy's gone.
Oh, okay.
Done.
Hold on.
Let's not
That is
compare.
a huge
The two
different of
things.
comparison.
I don't even think they make his.
And I
don't
said
think
the
they
last
make
time we
his
mentioned his
shirt.
name that was going to be the last time we mentioned him. Now you're making
Sorry,
me a
I'm getting
liar.
fired. I'm getting
Uh,
fired. I'm making everyone unsafe.
yeah,
And-
I feel threatened. I
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
understood the signs part. I did, because it was like, all right, you made a
Yeah.
sign.
Yeah, but and that's fine. I'll stand by that one. But to
But,
make
like-
somebody change their fucking shirt because they're, you fired him, stand by it. That's simple.
Yeah, so
Okay,
we
cool.
don't
It's also-
remember.
yeah.
It's
he's gonna
also
be,
hard for you to
know-
be like, it's one thing to be like, hey, I can't let you in with the sign. We got to take the sign out. It's like, hey, this is the only shirt you're wearing. Go figure it out. And
Yeah.
it's like, how do
But
you?
at that
Okay,
point,
go
it's like
change.
you
Go
have more
reverse
than
it. Go.
You have 24 hours to know that CM Punk got fired.
Yeah, but if you're wearing
if you're
a
going to the show, you are a fan of AEW, so you know this. It's not
Right.
like, oh man, he got fired that night.
what if
and
it's
then
your
it's
only
like
wrestling
everybody
shirt?
take off his shirt. Then just don't wear the shirt.
Yeah,
Just
but-
wear a
If I
white
look
tee,
good
wear a
in it,
black
you know?
tee. Don't care. You can wear different. You can buy a
They
shirt.
did.
coming
They
to the
did
show.
let somebody on camera with the Jim Cornette face shirt. So
Which is
fine.
that was
Fucking
really funny.
great.
So yeah, no, the shirt thing is like, come on, you should know. If you're going to the show, you should know.
Nah, I just think it shouldn't have been that huge of a deal where they were like, "Get the fuck out."
Yeah,
Like at
he
least give
physically
them
assaulted
something to
somebody
like.
and he got fired for it. So it's like we don't want to promote that we sell his stuff.
Except they still do.
I know. Oh no, I still know. I checked.
Yeah.
CM Punk and CM FTR.
FTR,
still,
yeah.
yeah.
So they'll still make money.
Did
off of it.
FTR get?
No. They had a group called CM FTR,
Oh, okay. I was
which
like,
is
whoa, I
individual
missed
like
that one.
roster,
Yeah.
which is like on their shop is individual things.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then you have FTR because Cash. What is his last name? Cash Wheeler.
Wheeler.
On Collision, like threw up the Punk excise like the day of his firing.
Props to Tony for getting ahead of it and taking all that heat to begin the show like off camera and shit.
Oh no, he knew that shit would
I'll
get
say,
blown up the fucking
yeah.
wazoo. So yeah,
Like he came out like a man, took the heat
fight the
from
fucking
everybody.
bullet first.
Yep. Like let them boo themselves out and get tired, and then when the actual show starts, they have less to actually like tried to overthrow and boo and fucking yada yada.
Yeah.
Like, so props to him for actually going, all right, I'm going to open the show. Now, the pre recording, reading off of the thing, he looked feared for his life in that fucking thing because, coke chicks were getting to him and shit. But
Oh,
the,
man.
but like sitting down and like letting them just fucking boo him out of the building off camera
Yeah.
was a smart thing to do. This way they didn't potentially hijack the show.
Well, I'm pretty sure we could go on another hour about this.
But
But
speaking of
for the
being
sake
booed
of
out the
time,
building,
yeah, for the sake of, that was actually a pretty good segue. And so this is to those watching. This is not going to be a normal thing for me to cover all these random bullshit programs that we got with all different kinds of letters and shit. I'm just covering this because one of these guys has been all over the news on Fox and all that bullshit.
hey.
And I saw the match and just didn't think we could not talk about it on this podcast. But we had the Funkadelic man himself. I don't know what he actually went by. Funkasaurus Rex. And
he's going by Tyrus.
Otis Clay now called Tyrus.
Yes. And EC3 do a what is it they classify it as? A strap match, or is it a bull? Because what was it in W? It was a bull rope match.
No, they had a strap match.
Was it? No, was it strap? I thought it was just called something different.
No, because
the last strap match was
Brian versus
Danielson and Bray.
Yeah. And this match
fucking sucked.
I would have rather watched
that clip of him running against the rope.
That's not even. It was
like, why was it necessary? Like,
for the record, for the record, just to give people context, NWA uses a smaller ring than most other companies.
Oh, I just thought it was the size
distance,
of.
The distance is kind of off. But
don't you try to blame the ring on that goddamn match? Don't you dare! Don't you look me in the eyes.
He's too big for that fucking ring.
He's too big for a WWE ring. What do you mean?
He's too big because 2 steps, he's at the ropes, and that's why him running the ropes looks so bad.
Yeah,
guy was gassed 5 minutes into the match.
Like, he's a terrible wrestler who should have never even touched that fucking belt.
I still don't understand why he was on Fox with the fucking belt. Like I don't
fucking
know.
Well,
he's a correspondent on one of those Fox.
Yeah, but he shouldn't be.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, he's on there all the time.
Oh, but see, I don't.
Is it what the fuck's his name? Sudfeld or whatever the fuck.
Man, really showing your true colors, all this. I'm watching Fox and shit.
He's wearing the belt on Fox News. Like, yo, the 10 pounds of gold should be more respected and should have never been on his shoulder.
No.
Trying to do a Macho Man thing. Like, just fucking...
And then to go to EC3, Mr. Control Your Narrative himself.
Yeah, that fucking lasted.
Jesus. Where was Matt Cardona when you need him?
Get blasted, that guy. I've always hated EC3, even when he was in TNA. I hate anybody that uses a number in their name.
And fuck Derek Bateman too.
Okay.
That was his NXT persona before.
Oh yeah. That's okay. I was thinking it was I was like, I couldn't remember if it was Derek, but yeah.
Yeah, Derek Bateman.
I'm so happy he got like fucking his career suicide in WWE. What was it? It was John Moxley leaving that ruined him.
Was it?
Yes, I remember because
he had that weird feud with him.
No. I know exactly what it was. Moxley had officially announced, they officially announced that Moxley was leaving, and his contract was running up. So they were doing the final run of the Shield, and for that, John Moxley, who was supposed to be a heel at the time, was getting cheered as a face. And EC3, who was supposed to be the face, was getting booed. And Vince did not like that shit. But how can you boo the man that's leaving?
Right.
On his own terms. So it's like, yeah, he got set up.
Yeah.
But it's funny to see that shit just play out. It's like, oh, you got booed? Fucking ruined.
Yeah, I just that whole match, like I said, he was gassed 5 minutes in. and just nothing. There was no precision. There was no. It just.
Yeah.
How he got that title, I'll never understand.
The guy who's running NWA fucking sucks.
Billy Corgan.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Who doesn't know how to fucking run a he doesn't know how to book a decent show.
If you have 10 minutes to waste, not even 10 minutes, but check it out because it's just.
It didn't help that AEW kind of butchered his talent roster.
Oh, yeah, kind of.
Eddie Kingston, Ricky Starks. Speaking of great strap matches.
Don't you fucking talk about Kingston on this goddamn podcast.
No. Fuck off. Eddie Kingston is a man. Respectable.
Trash.
But I'm talking about a great strap match. Bryan Danielson versus Ricky Starks in All Out. Great 5-star match. I recommend anyone watch that strap match instead of what the fuck NWA ever did.
One of the only star ratings I agreed with over the last 2 weeks.
But yeah, All Out, great show. Wrestle Dream is coming up, and they're really letting Danielson just say, fuck it, Collision's yours now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now he has a match with...
Smart choice.
He's officially announced that this will be his last year as a full active competitor.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah.
Yep.
After this year, he's going to be like...
Kind of this.
He's going to take a step back. Yeah. So, first match on the list, Zack Sabre Jr. He running it back because it was supposed to happen at Forbidden Door 1 and never happened because who got injured? Danielson got injured from doing Stadium Stamp Anarchy in the Arena. Forgot about that. He had a concussion. So they wanted to run that back. This is gonna be a great one. In Seattle, oh, he's fucking. Danielson's gonna bleed everywhere, and he's gonna be happy.
Yep.
Oh.
He'll only be happier if they were talking about penises.
All right,
you don't know that. No. If you don't know this, Danielson is weirdly obsessed with male genitalia. If you watch interviews with him, he brings it up casually. It's fucking weird.
Teach their own.
He's a fucking freak.
Speaking of dicks, because that's the segue I'm going with.
Dirty dog.
No. So last bit of This Week in Geek, and I know we don't talk about gaming stuff a ton, but we try to. There's just not been a lot of good news. And this isn't good news either. I don't know if you guys have seen, Olash, you might have, because you kind of do the Sony stuff as well. Sony is increasing again their PlayStation Plus memberships. So by a lot.
Yeah, almost doubling their fucking prices.
So the Essential, which is their basic one that just gets you fucking online, is going to $80 a year, I think. It looks like. The Extra, which gives you the online plus the current catalog of, I guess their kind of Game Pass, has gone to $135 a year. And the Premium, which gets you all that, and then the Classic catalog, has gone to $160.
Yeah, it's outrageous.
I don't think they got the content to be doing that shit.
I mean, you could argue that they can, if they add more shit to the store for PS3 games, PS2 games, PlayStation 1 games, yada yada. But still, to spend $100, I'd rather just put an emulator on my fucking PC.
I mean that's what I switched to. I got a PS3 emulator because I'm not dropping that kind of money. You know, shit. I could go get a PS3 and probably find most of these games. And still come out ahead after, playing through all of that stuff with this kind of membership.
Because it's not like they have the most memorable games on their catalog. Yeah, honestly.
I mean, it's just
where's Psychonaut? Where's stuff like Midnight Club?
Psychonaut is on Game Pass. Both of them.
They are.
Yeah.
I have it, and I have there's never been any of the games that I've actually wanted.
I don't see how you see Game Pass being so successful. And I mean, I think I pay $15 because I get Game Pass and the Xbox Live. Because I'm stupid and still pay for online memberships to video games. For
Yeah.
$15. I mean, how are you gonna? How did I? I don't understand the thought process of let's make this as expensive as possible to compete with the people that are doing this same thing for like over half the price.
Right.
Yeah.
But I saw that and I figured I know people have been bitching about that.
Yeah.
But
Oh, did
I
you hear about the
just-
guy who paid he paid for 80 times? So he grandfathered into it. Like he'll never have to pay for it until 70.
Oh yeah, because I did that just before they did the initial switch. I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just go ahead and because I think it was I don't remember how much it was before they did the switch, but I grandfathered into it for a little bit. But there's not enough on the catalogs to keep me going. Like I could just buy this game if I really wanted to, or
Yeah.
That's how I feel. I'm not playing games like that. First of all, I work too much.
yeah.
But there's just not a lot where it all comes out and I'm like, ooh, I want to play that. I want to play that. I want to play that. I want to play. I don't care.
Because even a lot of their stuff's not day one either. It's it's about a month or so. Because God of War, the new God of War wasn't day one if I remember correctly.
No.
Um,
But also their shtick at this point is more single player focused.
yeah,
So first of all, why is anybody spending the type of money a year? What are you playing online other than Madden? If
Yeah.
you're even doing that, you know what I mean. Like
don't judge me
Madden
because
and
I pay for
2K.
it, but I also play
Yeah.
Street Fighter.
2K,
So
Warzone.
Yeah, I mean,
even then, I mean, you could run the argument you can get Warzone on everything but a Switch at this point. So I mean,
Oh yeah.
it's an interesting business move, and I'm curious to see how it pays off because it seems to be there's somebody buying this shit, or they wouldn't have done that.
I hope it blows up in their face.
Oh my god,
do.
I hope to.
And I hope that it blows up in their face to the point where it reverts back to
How
not
it was.
bending me over.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Because at this point, for the last game I bought, was either MLB or single player. I have Ghost of Tsushima, but single player games.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, because I told myself I'm not buying another 2K game because I can't do that to myself. The WWE one I got, but not the NBA one. I can't bring myself.
Yeah, they fucking suckered me in back into those games now that they're actually good again.
Yeah, I can't buy another Madden. I won't do it.
You don't need to. Game Pass. They put every fucking Madden on there.
I'm good. It's rinse and repeat.
Yeah. Madden.
Yeah, the only
Madden
game that I'm like, oh yeah, I wanna download. I want to buy and download Final Fantasy 16.
Nerd.
Yeah, I don't care. Coming from the guy who's been playing Baldur's Gate 3 for fucking several hours a day for the last 2
There's
weeks.
no proof of that.
Yeah, all right. Anyway. But yeah, I can't think of anything else that I'm like, oh yeah, let me get whatever they're calling their Game Pass or whatever. I don't.
PS Plus, I think is what it is. Stupid name too. Get better.
Yeah.
We'll segment into this and then we'll come back to kind of the wrestling for the week. Just because there was 2 gaming things I wanted to talk about. Starfield seems like it's doing well. It's really hard to tell.
Mixed bag.
Yeah, like I've seen a ton of stuff where it's like, hey, this is pretty good, much like a Bethesda game, you kind of got to get in a few hours into it to really hit the main part of it, which is fine. And then I've seen people are like, this is boring as hell. This is, there's nothing. I can't explore all 1,000 planets, which don't even get me started on that critique. It's stupid. I saw, what is it? Dr. Disrespect's in trouble now because he bitched that they had pronouns in it or something.
Yeah, there's quite a few people. It makes me laugh because I've seen people go, I want a refund for this game because it has pronouns. Go fucking cry a river, right? Go cry me a river, like Jack Perry wants to say. It's the dumbest fucking thing. Like, that's what you're basing off of. You didn't even get
Into
more
the
than
game.
10 minutes into the game, and you're already finding a reason to complain.
Yeah.
It's
just
fucking incredible. Like that one dude, that British dude. I don't know if anybody else saw that clip of that dude.
the white guy that's like
Absolutely
losing it.
yeah,
Yeah.
losing his shit, and it's
wait,
like,
for the record, that was a publicity stunt.
I fucking hope so.
Wasn't, no, he wasn't actually that mad about it. He basically played that up.
but then like all the conservative gamers are like, yeah, I fucking stand with that dude, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's funny because he actually didn't. He doesn't find any problem with the pronoun thing. He
Right.
just knew it would get clicks and views.
oh my god. And
Fucking
then
great,
Right.
man.
I mean,
I saw another one, and it was this woman, and she was like, I was already really pissed about it, and I was gonna ask for my refund, but then I thought better of it. But then it was buggy, and it really just didn't sit right with me that it had pronouns, and I'm like, whoa, hold on. So you were upset about the bugs, but if it didn't have pronouns in the first
It'd been
10
okay.
seconds of the game, you'd have been like, oh fuck it. Like that's come on. What are we doing here? Like if this is like if you had a legitimate complaint about like the game, and I saw I don't remember who it was, but they were like, yeah, when I travel to a planet, it's like copy and paste. Like every planet is
it can
the
only
same.
be so
or,
different though.
like,
I mean, it's.
and I'm like, okay, like, if you sat here and said, yeah, like if I go to like this big town or big city or whatever the fuck, and it's copy and paste of the same, like all the cities are the same or something, I could go, well, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
like I get that to a point. Where
Complain
people
about
are
something
upset,
that makes
right?
sense.
Yeah, don't complain well, first of all, it's a Bethesda game, so everybody knew it was going to be buggy as shit when it first came out.
I mean, it's not even Bethesda anymore. It's just anything.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's obviously, they were known for that. Skyrim had so many fucking bugs when it first came out, and I'm sure it still does.
I think it looks like a good game. I'm definitely going to participate in it.
Yeah, play it. If you're really into playing it, play it. I want your review of it and how you feel about it.
So far, the only thing that I've seen just from watching and kind of getting a feel for the game, this seems like it almost would have been a perfect opportunity to retry a multiplayer RPG for them. Because I feel like it's so here's why I say that is I think Fallout 76 was the wrong game to try that with, which I know they did Elder Scrolls, which I'm still one of those. I think Elder Scrolls Online was fine.
It was okay. Yeah.
It's much like World of Warcraft became kind of a money grab of, here's new DLC to pay for every, Fallout 76, Fallout 76 had good potential, but I think was too large stream of a game, like world-wise, where I feel like this one would have been a better intro into that kind of game style to really get into it. So I definitely hope if this is a successful game that they do give it an attempt, because I would play it for multiplayer. I mean, how does that not sound fun to have me and 5 other people just being fucking menaces in space and just robbing people's ships?
Apparently,
turn into the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Like,
apparently Alana Pierce broke the traveling system or something. She like traveled too many times in a short sequence, or I don't remember what it was, but she like basically fucking broke it. And
Jesus.
They're also trying to get her fired. I don't
From
know if
Santa
anybody
Monica?
saw that. Yeah, because she
Shit.
likes Starfield.
Oh my god.
So
what?
for anybody that doesn't know, Alana Pierce, who you might have known from like Funhouse or whatever before that, she works for Santa Monica Studios, which is a Sony studio. She worked on God of War.
Oh, okay. Now I see where the problem lies.
But because this game is a
as the Xbox only,
Xbox
exclusive
game, they're like, oh, she should be getting fired for playing and liking this game. And I'm like, are you fucking high? Like, are you telling me that because you work for Sony, you can never play another like Xbox/PC game?
I'm telling you, man, they're fucking around, and we can shit talk Xbox all we want, but PS, Sony's not really putting themselves in great positioning here lately.
Well, no,
Yeah.
it's not Sony that wants to
It's
fire
just a
her.
bunch of
It's like
fucking
morons
fanboys.
on Twitter that
Oh,
are
okay,
like,
gotcha. Okay,
Yeah, no,
I
no.
was like, really? That's a
Yeah,
interesting
that was
PR
like she had to
move.
make a whole fucking YouTube video about like people want to get me fired for playing this
the
game.
dumbest shit ever. She's not getting fired. But
Well, unfortunately, she's got to double down because she's a female gamer, and that's already starting her off on a fucking handicap. And I stand by that. That if you're a female content creator, you have a harder time than any male content creator would on any platform, and I stand by that. I've seen it with my own eyes, just in the building of content creation, watching other smaller stream of people. I do think there are some benefits, but I think vast majority of the time you're at a disadvantage because
They
you
will
had
get judged for things that
just
make
who the
no
fuck cares?
right,
Like it should
or
not
that they're
matter.
not real gamers.
I have a whole thing about that, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
And then I don't know if you all caught any of this, but a bunch of the Mortal Kombat fucking game got leaked.
Oh yeah,
Like almost all of it.
if I saw most of his story on TikTok.
And I'm just like, because I'm scrolling through, I'm like, shit,
like,
skip. I'm like, because I'm super excited for it.
Yeah.
And I just was like, well, that's kind of like a No Man's Sky move there of just, hey, here's all our shit for free.
I was looking at him like, wait, I'm just reading it off like, huh. If I really cared about Mortal Kombat, I would be pissed right now.
I did see one and I was like, okay, I'm going to get this game. You know why? Because it was them leaking, and spoiler alert. Here's your spoiler alert. I'm telling you now that I'm going to possibly spoil. I feel like, I don't know. Okay, you there? Cool. They did bring Kung Lao back, which I'm very excited about because Kung Lao is my favorite Mortal Kombat character, and so I have them. Excuse me, I'm gonna adjust my shitty chair. There we go. Kung Lao being back in this, and them doing a shitty joke with his hat where he tries to throw his straw hat at somebody, and it just was great. So I was excited about that, but after that, I started skipping all of it because I don't want the entire fucking story ruined for me. And that brings me to this point. If you're one of those people, why? Just
best thing to do if you're trying to avoid spoilers, do not look up anything related on Google or YouTube because you will be spoiled.
Yep.
It's a fucking guarantee. In 2 weeks, like this is what I did for Miles Morales when that game came out. Just because I looked up the trailer 2 weeks before it came out, the day before it was supposed to come out, I got spoiled on everything because it was in my search because it was in the algorithm for me.
I was actually with Jedi Survivor.
Stuff finished.
That happened to me. I did the same thing, and I was like, "Ah, you fucks!"
I'm officially working my way back through that game.
How do you feel about it?
I enjoy it. I think it's not to sound like a Starfield person. I wish there was more than just like the 3 planets that I keep just going.
Like Destiny.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, and it doesn't take me out of the game. I just, whatever. But no, overall it's good. I like. I'm still gunslinging, because like best stance in the game.
It is pretty fun. Yeah.
But yeah, I think. Where am I at right now? I just got back to Kobo after defeating not the main bad guy, or not the High Republic guy, but the guy that was working for him. I can't remember his name offhand, but the bigger set guy.
Ravis?
Yeah, I just defeated him. That's where I'm at.
That was a good fight.
It was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. And maybe that's just, I was just happened to figure the combination out quicker, but like I was definitely expecting a harder fight because I still think of fighting the ninth sister and I like how many times that took me.
Yeah.
And this one I'm like, oh, hey, block.
Yeah, the only thing that threw me off with him was he threw more strikes than I expected him to. Yeah. So like normally with the fight, you're like, oh, he's gonna hit this one and maybe one other, and then he like throws 3 strikes, and I'm like, oh fuck, okay, so I gotta block for that. That was the only thing, but yeah.
And a lot of his unblockable moves are super easy to dodge.
Yes.
because they're all just usually straight fucking 4.
Straight. Yep.
Okay, so I don't have a good segue for this one this time. So let's run through our weekly calendar of wrestling. We do have a little bit of catching up because we are a week behind. I'm not
Didn't really
worried about
miss much.
everything pre-Payback. It is what it is. Payback was kind of the culmination of it.
How do we feel about Payback?
C show.
Yeah, I would say it wasn't awful, but it definitely wasn't strong.
It was a solid show. Kevin Owens is the guy of the night.
Yeah,
Of that night.
I would say I would agree.
Yeah.
If I had to rank just the matches, I'd say top 3 was definitely the tag match with Owens and all them, although I disagree with the ending of it, or at least I did. I don't so much now because I kind of like what they're doing with it. Seth Rollins and Shinsuke were good, even though I don't care about the match that much or the storyline.
Well, because you knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised they're doubling down on it.
They're running it back.
Yeah,
They have nothing.
I mean,
They
I
have
guess
nothing for stuff.
yeah, which seems to be the consistent fucking thing in that companies. This guy that should be the head, they have nothing for every time. And then the LA Knight match I thought was really good. I thought Miz and him both performed very well. And Cena was the perfect amount in that match to me, where he wasn't like, it wasn't all about like, it's not the only thing you focused on, but he had a few moments and then we had a match.
They teased a possible thing with him in LA Knight, though they gave him the rub at the end where he raised his hand.
Yeah.
That was cool. The match that I expected to be terrible, that wasn't as terrible as I expected it to be, was the cage match with Becky and Trish.
See, I gotta disagree with you.
It really wasn't. So I went in going, oh, this is going to be just god awful, because that match that they had on Raw was awful.
Yeah. I don't think it was awful. I did get, and because Porto kind of watched this with me as I was watching it, because I watched it not live, but like the day after. It wasn't bad, but they just did the same 4 spots like for most of the match.
Yeah, Trish is very limited in what she can do,
and that's fine. And I understand that.
52.
Yeah, and so like, that's why I have a hard time giving it like a super harsh, because like I understand she can only do so much.
And she still ended up with that fucking.
Oh man. You had her almost miss the ropes entirely trying to do her what is it she calls it? Stratisfaction.
Yeah.
Just if that cage, Porto was like, if that cage hadn't been there, she was going straight through those ropes. I guess they turned her face at the end of it.
Yeah. Okay, so this is I've said it when we were watching it, and I'll say it again. This is the lineup for what they're doing. Trish is going to be face because it's going to be Trish and Rhea as Trish's songs, like Swan Song out. Because Becky's going to NXT, and you have no other big name faces for Rhea. Because they're trying to keep Rhea and Becky away from each other.
Yeah.
Until probably WrestleMania.
Exactly.
Which is the right match to have for WrestleMania.
I agree. Because Becky Lynch officially called out the
Becky
NXT
is challenging for NXT Championship.
Tiffany Stratton. Yeah.
Yep.
Think she wins it? I think that'd be a weird booking.
Know.
It's possible she will.
Because the way the NXT belts have been like. Because Dolph Ziggler was NXT champion
for like 2 weeks, a week,
2 months.
Let's say
it feels like it was like 2 months. It felt like a month. Hold up, no, it couldn't.
I think you're right. I think it's 2 months because it was longer than I expected.
Yeah.
But while you're looking that up, I'm just gonna kind of run through the rest of the because there's not really much more to the card. But I'm surprised Austin Theory lost. I definitely didn't think he was or Ray was gonna walk out with that title, but I guess they're setting up an Escobar Ray match probably for WrestleMania. Oh yeah, I mean, there's no way they don't turn on him.
So no, it was a month.
Okay.
Okay.
A little under a month. It was 26 days.
Gotcha.
3.5 weeks.
Because Braun was the champion, lost to Dolph in a triple threat with Tommaso Ciampa, and then Braun won it back.
On Raw?
Yes, which is the dumbest thing ever.
Yep. It was such a weird. I
'Cause it was
understand
the
that they
Raw
probably wanted to get eyes. Yes, they wanted to get eyes on him, which would have made sense if they brought him up to the main roster. Like I could have seen
I still
that.
don't know what they're doing with him.
Yeah,
I don't think they know what they're doing with him.
Well, they might be giving him some time off for
Assaulting Wagner.
suspension. Yeah, I don't know. I am upset that people were producing the camera angles for it because it was kind of fun to be like, "Fuck, what happened? Like, did
Yeah.
he hit him? Did he miss him? I do like my surprise because we could still have
That's the
a
old school fan
podcast.
in us.
Yeah,
Baron Corbin taking the W take. Whoever showed it, you're not a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
right.
Your wrestling rights have been provoked.
Here's the thing with. We could still have this podcast and review the week in wrestling without all the dirt sheets and without all the nonsense. Yeah, we get some like insider knowledge from reading that stuff, but I do like surprises.
Yeah.
I do like, I don't want to hear that so and so is going to debut in 3 weeks. I don't give it no, don't ruin that.
Yeah. I miss kayfabe.
The genuine surprise, the genuine surprise of like somebody coming back is
or winning
awesome.
a title.
Right.
Shout out to the guy who elite Keith Lee winning the fucking NXT title.
Yeah.
A Great American Bash. That guy got fired really fucking quickly.
They and that's how a lot of like weird fan resentment comes in. Like that's how the whole Roman thing started because they were like, "Oh, Roman's going to be the guy, so we're going to boo that guy." No, don't get me wrong. Again, some of his stuff was bad. The whole suffer and succotash thing obviously.
But that was Vince.
Good. But like beyond that, he really wasn't that bad, but it was just like, oh, well, CM Punk said some stuff on the Colt Cabana podcast about him, and now we all know that this is the guy that they're trying to push. Like,
so now we're gonna boo him.
Now we're gonna boo him. Like, we weren't just cheering for him because we didn't want Batista to win the Royal Rumble, and we were pissed that he got eliminated last. And he was, he was just coming fresh off of the Shield, and everybody loved the Shield.
Yeah.
And then he was the third. Like, man,
and that's even with Rome, like I liked what they did with them with the initial bloodline. I thought that was the strongest arc I have seen him in where it was enjoyable. Unfortunately, in WWE fashion, we just did the same match about 20 times, and now I'm kind of fucking over it.
He has defended his belt twice in the past year.
What, WrestleMania?
4 times. WrestleMania.
And then this most recent
elimination.
Jey Uso, wasn't it?
Wait.
No, he never. Yes.
This year, it's been 4 years.
Yeah.
Four defenses for 2023.
2023.
What?
Because
WrestleMania?
if we go back a year,
Cody,
Sammy, and
was Jay
Kevin.
Jay was for the belt.
I forgot. Yeah, I forget about Sammy. Yeah, so 4. Yeah.
So he defended it 3 times in the first couple of months, and then he defended it. Yeah, Kevin Owens at Royal Rumble, Sammy at Elimination Chamber, Cody at WrestleMania,
and then Jay.
Jay.
And we are in month 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been 5 different
and
it's
they've
crazy
all been pretty much the same match. Except maybe the Jay one. That one was a little same really. Ending, but you know.
It's still Uso interference and then Solo.
Let's see what else were we. Oh, so opposite kind of you, Olas, for matches that I was more impressed with than I thought I was going to be was the Raquel and Ripley match. I actually thought Raquel put on a pretty good showing because I definitely thought that was going to be another just 2 minutes and done. But I'm a fan of Raquel. I'm slowly kind of just becoming a huge fan of her in the ring. But it looks like I guess they're setting her up again. It looks like. At least that's what I saw from last week. Kind of looked like they were doing gonna run that one back. So I guess the next pay per view is gonna be kind of a lot of Payback
Survivor Series.
2.0. Is it Survivor Series?
Yep, that's November.
No, they
Wait,
have.
there's something
Is
in between.
Fastlane? I thought Fastlane was.
Yeah, they got
Fastlane.
Fastlane coming up.
So then they'll do
October 7th.
Yeah.
Okay. Russell Dream is gonna be fun.
Well, it's a week apart.
Yeah, you get time. At least it wasn't the same weekend.
Yeah. And NXT is gonna have something.
Yeah, and then Jey Uso coming back, which I actually really like Jey Uso, and I think he's gonna do fine by himself. I know they equivalated it to the Hardys, where you had the one, the one
Jeff
brother,
and then Matt.
the bitter,
And
the
then
bitter
Matt.
other brother. It's like, yeah.
I mean, if his girlfriend didn't cheat on him, his career would have fucking died.
Yeah, probably. That's just a shame because I like Matt Hardy.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Super
Like-
cool guy.
Yeah. Oh, great guy.
I love that everybody on
person.
Twitter is just like, bro, go tag in your brother, please.
Go taking you from
Go get your brother. No, I was at GalaxyCon when he was there. Remember that picture I showed you?
Yeah.
This is the funniest shit ever. 2 girls walked up to the fucking table he was at and asked, "Where was Matt?" And one girl goes, "Man, I really wanted to see him." And they just, after she said that, they just turned and walked off. It was the funniest fucking thing in the world. To see that play out in front of him is the.
Also,
Like,
Matt's wife is
damn.
hilarious. If you don't follow her
yeah.
on TikTok, she's
Fucking
absolutely
great.
hilarious. And good director.
Great Twitter name.
So Payback leads into this week.
This week in Judgment Day.
This week in Judgment Day, pretty much, because they're the new
Everything's centered
they're the
around
new
it.
bloodline apparently.
Yeah.
Although they're teasing
The Finn Balor, JD.
Well, no, they're doing.
No, it's more like JD is gonna join.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
yeah,
there's
'cause-
the thing. There's actually more because they teased it into leading into the bloodline stuff with them trying to tempt Jay.
Yeah, say they were trying to recruit Jay.
And
Yeah.
then they jumped AJ on SmackDown and threw him over to Solo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they teased them, and I don't know what they're calling them. They're not the Hurt Business, but
They are.
Bobby and they're essentially
Hurt
Bobby and
I'm
the
Profits.
Street
really
Profits,
excited for
yeah.
that stable. I
Hurt
really am.
Profits. I'm staying with that name.
Although
Hurt Profits.
Street business.
I'm still waiting for street business. I like the Hurt Profits. I actually like that. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for them to actually turn heel. Or maybe they are just going to be a face stable
I say
that kind of
face
beats the
because
shit out
there's
of
too
people.
many. There are too many heels.
I guess
There
that's
are too
true,
many
yeah.
heel factions. I
Yeah.
think the original idea was to turn them heels.
Yep.
But then they looked at their roster and realized all their tag teams
We have nobody
and
good
all
to
their
face.
factions are straight just bad.
Fight
Like,
Sami
it's-
Zayn and KO every week.
Like, yeah.
That's why it's kind of refreshing to have. Obviously their run didn't go that well, but having Judgment Day hold the titles and then they can feud.
Yeah.
they can go to other brands because
No,
anyone will see Rhea
I
Ripley.
agree. I wasn't about it at first, but I see the direction we're going, and I don't mind it as much.
Then you have Senior Money in the Bank, Damian Priest.
Damian Priest.
Fucking, I love how they
Senior Money
actually
in the
slipped-
Bank.
Dominic or
Yeah, how you fucked that up?
I like that he corrected himself and said or instead.
This is the second time someone's flubbed the announcement, and it involved Judgment Day. Because first
Yeah.
was Samantha Irving saying Bailey was part of Judgment Day,
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
and she still gets shit for that.
Yeah.
Like,
But you had the Jey Uso, Sami Zayn reunite, which I liked. I thought that was cool.
I think
You
his
know.
promo was not that good because he kept given
was-
the fact that this is his first promo being like on a separate brand and not being part of the bloodline.
Yeah.
He's nervous. You can definitely tell he was nervous because there was a lot of parts where he was like speaking over his words and stumbling a lot.
Yeah.
So it's like-
Um,
It's the jitters at first.
I think Jay easily by himself is top card. I'm fine
No,
with
man.
that. I think he could do it.
He's not winning a world title.
Not why Reigns is there. No.
No, I mean either one.
I could absolutely see him taking out Seth.
No.
I do like that they're
I got-
finally kind of stacking their upper card with people that I believe could actually win and be champions. And they're still just doing whatever the hell they're doing with McIntyre right now until his contract's up.
No, he signed an extension.
Did he?
Yeah,
I was saying
he
last time I
Reportedly
heard he
signed a
hadn't
big
yet.
extension.
Speaking of contract extensions,
Um,
LA Knight just got like a 5-year contract extension.
Yeah.
Well, I heard that,
and you can tell that they're like really now like fully behind
Yeah.
him. They
Well-
had him do the thing with
oh, they
Waller
fucking,
in
oh
theory.
my god!
They had him do the thing with Paul Heyman in the back.
Well, I still like the
so-
shot at what was it? The
Kevin
shot
Nash.
he took at
Nash.
Kevin Nash.
The adjective thing, yeah.
The
that was-
idiot would say, "Look at the adjective." Fucking got him.
Yeah, because Kevin Nash has been a known non-supporter of LA Knight. So it's like, you know what? Fuck it.
Yep.
He saw his shot.
Let's see.
Kevin Nash, LOL, thought he was dead.
Ricochet is involved in the Shinsuke stuff for some reason. That was odd.
Still?
Well, as of
Oh
last
yeah,
Raw.
because he got disqualified. I think
Yeah,
that
chair
was a
shot
dumb-
over the back.
Yeah,
Again.
like why just win the
Sure.
match? It's Ricochet. Love the guy, but you
They're
didn't need
set-
Shinsuke to get DQ'd. Just win the fucking match.
They're setting up this Riddle McIntyre, and they might not even get Riddle that long, so we'll see how that
Yeah.
goes.
Uh,
You have Miz wrestling himself.
And now
Which
he
is-
wrestled. He wrestled.
Oh,
John
I'm sorry,
Cena.
yeah, it was John Cena, yeah.
yeah.
Which
only
I
person that
will
can see
say,
is Taves
I will
live.
say, funny segment. I'll give it to
It's-
him. It was a
no,
funny
yeah.
segment.
It's
The-
fucking
the-
corny.
The fact that it was a segment, not a match, was fine. The fact that it was the John Cena joke that you can't see him was fine. Obviously, let's not make a habit of
Yeah.
wrestling invisible people and things. But
I mean, what is this, DDT?
yeah, exactly.
Fucking
That's something only Ric Flair can get away with. Okay, let's not make this a habit.
no, Vince McMahon wrestled God.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Technically, he wrestled Shawn Michaels and his
Uh,
tag team partner. was
God.
and he never got tagged in, which it's a real shame.
Jeez.
Not really great ring psychology by HBK there. It's not a good time.
gotta
Tagging
get the
fresh
partner
man.
in. Gotta get the
Yeah.
I
fresh
mean,
man
Finn
in.
Balor was taken out by God too. So God
Who,
is the
speculation. Who do we think got traded to SmackDown?
oh Cody.
Cody.
It's Cody or Kevin.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if they're,
Has to be.
It's Cody.
I
no,
guess
it's
that
only
makes
three-
sense because he wasn't on
There's only
Raw.
three people that
So
there's three people that make sense: Cody, Sammy, or Kevin. Those are the only three that make sense.
yeah, I'm kind of curious with Jay being in the mix with Sammy again. What if we're gonna see a KO heel turn, which
No,
seems
KO
very recent for him to already.
No, instead of having them turn, KO goes to SmackDown. He'll be pissed about it, but he still gets another chance at Roman.
I guess that's true.
And you don't have to do the heel turn on Sammy.
Right.
You had, man, I'm sad about this one. Although I should have figured it was gonna happen. Gable not winning the fucking Intercontinental Championship, which I get he wasn't going to from the get go, but I still hate to see it because
Oh,
I'm fully
please.
on board with Gable.
All praise the ring general.
Fucking,
What?
I'll say this: we hit peak perk Gable during that match, where at one point he puts on, takes off, and then takes off, puts back on, and then takes them off again with his fucking straps. Like fucking
really
peak
funny,
angle
yeah.
right there. I do like that he lost, but it wasn't a total squash. There was actually some back and forth because I get tired of squash matches is my biggest thing.
Yeah.
I guarantee they're gonna set it up for the next pay-per-view because he's already saying that, he's gonna keep trying until he dethrones him.
Oh yeah, no, he's gonna win it next. He's gonna win it another.
Now that
time.
he's successfully crossed the beloved honky tonk.
Yeah.
Beloved.
Beloved, I use in air quotations.
I just feel bad because they had his kids there.
Oh,
And
did
like, still see
they?
them all. Yeah, if you see the
I
the way they
didn't
shot it was,
remember.
They
as he
cried.
loses, they're crying. They filmed the daughter crying her eyes out, which is fucked
Oh,
up
that's
because
right. Yeah.
I saw a comment like, imagine them flying your daughter out to
Just
see
to
her daddy get her ass,
lose.
and then have to go to school on Tuesday because it's Labor Day.
Your
Fucking
daddy
hilarious.
sucks.
Yeah, she's like, fuck you.
Hilarious.
NXT was NXT.
We'll find out about Von Wagner this week. Who cares?
I
Mid,
do.
King mid.
I think the Wesley Dragunov match is going to be interesting. I think they'll put on a pretty good match. At least I hope so.
We need Dragunov to come up and form a fucking. Actually, he should join Imperium, 4th member.
Ooh.
That'd be okay.
They tease that, or have him and Pete Dunne team up. Oh, fucking murder people.
Yeah.
Let's see.
No,
Was there any-
him, Pete Dunne, and Tyler Bate.
That's
Fucking
right. She said
new
that right as I
British
looked at
strong style
Tyler
and
Bates' name.
fucking murder
Well,
everybody.
yeah, because Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate are like boys.
Yeah, British strong style.
Yeah.
They just don't have the other guy. I think he is not. I know who.
Trent Seven.
Yeah.
He was in AEW for like a hot minute, and then
Yeah.
I don't
think
know what
he's-
happened with that.
I don't know who he's signed to right now.
Yeah. Man, we actually
I think
covered
he's-
that pretty
he's
quickly.
AEW.
Yeah, I just haven't seen him on AEW.
Yeah. I guess it's the short term contract, probably for a year. But yeah, just make a new British strong style.
Got to mention Tiffany Stratton's moonsault looks fantastic.
Yeah. Oh,
Second best
I meant to
moonsault.
mention this earlier when we were talking about AEW. God, man, Big Cass sucks in the ring, but he can throw a fucking boot, bro.
That boot that he threw on Mox was good.
Just great. Best thing he's done in the ring in the long.
Mox having a match and not bleeding when the
I
other
know
guy
being
bled.
being in the ring and
No.
So he has the reverse effect where like he bleeds every week, and then for the big matches he doesn't bleed. It makes it special.
Yeah.
Like that's instead of like using blood for the big matches, he uses it for every other match because it's just Wednesday and we feel like cutting our head open. For the big match where he wins the title, no blood.
no blood. Got to make it
But
professional.
Orange
you know?
Cassidy was fucking bloody.
Right.
Orange Cassidy versus Mox is a great match. I don't care what anyone says.
No, it was a good match. Just
Well-
Mox not bleeding means he didn't have to cut himself open in front of the camera.
Well,
Again.
I think to end the night, for those that don't know, today was the official start of the NFL season, and one of us had a pretty good showing tonight, and one of us not so much. One of us let the Cowboys win a game they shouldn't have.
Murder.
Even if they won the game, I wouldn't be as upset if it wasn't fucking 40-0. Like
Yeah, blown out.
and here's the worst part. Dak didn't play well.
Yeah, no.
It was just Tony Pollard won the game. It was Tony Pollard versus the Giants, and he wiped the floor with us.
Green Bay Packers had a good showing. Beat the good old Chicago Bears. Jordan Love having a pretty good show out.
Good for him.
Yeah, I'm happy about it. I was very, very worried of what this year was.
He didn't look good. Was it last year? I
Yeah.
think Rodgers was hurt for like a couple of games, and he did not look good. Yeah. When he was taking his fucking like mescaline or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
he was doing in the
His
fucking mountains
dark
or whatever.
retreats.
Yeah.
He was wrestling on AEW Dark. And with that being said, I hope the Jets lose absolutely every game they play. Which I don't think they did today. I can't remember.
They play tomorrow.
This is tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, they're playing the Bills.
Ooh, wow. They made that the Monday game?
Yeah.
No offense. I know you're close. You're a Giants fan. You're fine.
You're right.
Well, you're not fine after today, but
No.
so what you're probably wondering now is, are we going to cover NFL? I don't know how much time you guys think we really have. We will do our best.
Second podcast.
Fuck
On
no.
Tuesday. On Tuesday.
we will do our best to throw some NFL stuff. You know, if there's something we think that's interesting, but don't hold your fucking breath. We can barely get this shit to 2 hours. Which did pretty good today.
NFL Tuesday.
Oh my god, I don't have that kind of time.
I'm not gonna be part of it, so I don't care. I'm not an NFL guy.
Well, with that being said,
Shout out to
as
the
always, I am Onyx, and I've been joined tonight by our friends Porto and Olas, and this is the Cream of the Crop podcast. I hope all have a good one, and we will catch you in the next episode.